for clap and D for yung pa-confetti natin para engaging tayo. So, ang sagot po natin dito, ano po ba muna si legal forms? When you say legal, it means it is permitted by law, pinapayagan ng ating batas. Then when you say forms, ito yung way ng pagkuha ng informations natin wherein you need to fill out or to fill in such documents para po yung information natin individually ay makuha nila. So what is legal forms ngayon? Pag pinagsama natin ngayon yan, ito po yung mga klase ng documents na permitted ng ating batas kung saan kinukuha po nila yung ating informations by means of filling out a paper. For example, kung na-try nyo na pong nakakuha ng tinatawag natin na NBI clearance, bago ka makakuha nun, meron kang fill out na maliit na papel. Ilalagay mo doon yung name mo, address mo, so on and so forth. That is an example of legal forms. Ngayon, based on our choices, saan nag-a-apply po ngayon dito si legal forms? Tama yung sagot nyo kanina. The answer here is letter A. Why? Ito yung isang klase ng document na ginagamit natin legally in court proceedings po for legal transaction. Bakit po hindi letter B? Because we don't use legal forms for legal research. We don't have to ask the permission of the law to conduct research po on some instances na ginagamit ng ating mga lawyers. At the same time, document used by government, hindi naman po nila kailangan munang idaan pa yan for the permission of the law, for just public information po. Letter D, bakit hindi rin po yan? A document used by businesses to document contracts and agreement. I do believe ang ginagamit natin dito ay business documents. So, susunod po nating question is, which legal forms contains facts and is made under oath? Sinumpaan daw po natin. Is it A, witness statement, B, police report, C, incident report, or D, sworn statement? So, I can see variants of answers. May nagsasagot ng Charlie, may nagsasagot ng Delta, at may nakita pa ako nagsagot ng Bravo. The answer here is Delta. Bakit po Delta? Balikan natin yung tanong. Which legal form contains facts? Katotohanan lang daw ang nilalaman niya and is made under oath. Doon sa mga katotohanan na nilagay mo, sa mga salaysay na nilagay mo, ito ay iyong sinumpaan sa harapan ng isang notaryo. Either man yan ay notary public or notary public ex officio. So, bakit po hindi A ang sagot? Di ba? Witness statement, di ba dapat po naka-under oath yon? Basahin niyo po yung term. Ang ginamit natin is witness statement. Ang ibig sabihin lamang po nito ay yung salaysay ni witness. May pero. Wala tayong sinabi or nilagay dyan na yan po ay nakanotaryo. Dahil kung kapag yan ay nakanotaryo, si witness statement ay nakanotaryo, ano na po ang tawag natin? That is affidavit of witness. Yun na po ang tawag natin doon kapag made under oath na siya. Now, bakit hindi rin po police report or Bravo? It is because nagme-made under oath po ba tayo pag gumagawa tayo ng police report? Hindi po. So, hindi po yan ang sagot. Incident report. Kapag ba yung mga kapulisan natin ay nagsusulat ng reports nila or dino-document nila yung mga reports nila sa mga pangyayari sa kanilang jurisdiction, do they have to make it under oath para lang pumasok sa incident report? Hindi rin po. So, ang sagot dito ay sworn statement or yung sinumpaang salaysay in Tagalog. Next. Who signs an affidavit as the maker of the statement? Is it A, the witness signing the sworn factual statement? Is it B, the complainant? Or C, the affiant? Or D, the notary signing the sworn factual statement? So, ang sagot po natin dito is, ang sagot nyo ay delta daw, notary. Balikan nga po natin ang tanong. Balikan nyo po yung tanong. Who signs an affidavit as the maker of the statement? So, pag yan ay tinagalog natin, sino daw po ang pumipirma dun sa affidavit as siya ang gumawa nung affidavit itself? O, may mga nagbago ng sagot. Si witness ba? Si complainant ba? Si affiant ba? O si notary? So, ang sagot natin dyan ay Charlie. Bakit si affiant? Affiant is also known as the one who filed the affidavit. Siya ang gumawa ng affidavit. Bakit hindi witness? Bakit hindi complainant? Ma'am, diba? Sila din naman po yung affiant. Ito po yung klase ng tanong na tinatawag natin na what is the best answer? Sino sa tatlong yan ang gumawa ng statement? Dapat bang lagay ko witness? Bakit? Pwede rin naman si complainant dun eh. Pero may mas tamang sagot. Ang sagot po ay si affiant. So bakit hindi notary? Si notary po or si notary public or si notary public ex officio, pumipirma lang po sila sa tinatawag nating affidavit kapag pinapatunayan na po natin na yung salaysay na yon ay pawang katotohanan at ginawa sa harapan niya. Yun po ang notary. Next, which part of an affidavit identifies the affiant? Saang part daw po ng affidavit natin malalaman yung identification ni affiant? Is it A, the commencement, B, the attestation, C, the signature, or D, the averments? So, medyo maraming iba-iba ang sagot, but majority ang sagot nyo ay, bravo, attestation ba? Sa attestation ba natin nakikita yung identity ni affiant? So, ito po yung parts para hindi kayo malito. Ang sagot dyan, commencement. Para maliwanagan po kayo. When you say commencement, ito po yan. Kung nakikita nyo po itong part na ito, ayan, sa pinakataas, commencement. Ito yung part kung saan where you can find the information of the affiant itself. The undersigned, yung nakapirma daw dito, sino ba siya? Accuse sino of anong inaakusa mo. So yan po yun, information of the affiant. The next is the individual averments. For another words, para mas madaling maintindihan, ang individual averments is the body of the affidavit. Dito natin makikita yung kwento niya, yung claims niya. Dito na po natin makikita yan. Then when you say attestation, dito ka na nagtitestify. This is the part of the affidavit stating your testification, wherein nakalagay dyan, subscribed and sworn to before me. Lumapit daw sa akin at nanumpa sa harapan ko as the notary public itong taong to ng anong araw, anong buwan, anong taon, at saan. So next is yung pinakadulo, the signature. I hear and offend. Oh, nakikita po natin tong part na yan. Ito po, ayan, para mas maliwanag sa inyo. Dito po natin nilalagay yung pirma ni prosecutor or ni notary public na gumawa or, sorry po, hindi gumawa, doon ka humarap, sa kanya ka nagsalaysay. Susunod po. Mr. JK, a complainant, wants to charge Miss Jenny for an offense. Which affidavit should be prepared? Is it A, desistance, B, complaint, C, witness, or delta, arrest? So, ano kaya ang sagot natin dito? Gusto daw pong mag-charge. Gusto daw pong ireklamo ni Mr. J kay si Miss Jenny. Yun yung tanong. Ano yung affidavit na kailangan niyang gawin? So majority of your answers is correct. Ang sagot po natin dito is affidavit of complaint. Why? Ano po ba muna si affidavit of desistance? When you say desistance is, you no longer want to pursue the case na sinimulan mo. Ayaw mo nang ituloy yung kaso. So, yun ang gusto mong i-file kapag desistance. Now, what is affidavit of witness? Ito yung mga salaysay ng ating mga witness under oath. Then when you see affidavit of arrest, ito naman po ay ginagawa ng ating mga arresting officer sa lahat ng pangyayari nung sila ay inaresto nila ang isang tao at imimave under oath po natin. So, susunod po. What form must be completed first for a crime incident? Is it A, incident record form, or B, complaint form? C, witness record, or D, arrest record? So, delta kaya ang sagot. Arrest record na kaya agad tayo, diretso. Arrestuin na natin agad-agad. Wala na pong ligoy-ligoy pa. Mali si delta. Kasi ang gusto lang nating gawin dito is ano po ba yung unang-unang step or ano po ba yung form na gagamitin natin para sa isang crime incident, yung pinakauna. Witness record din ba agad? Is it either A or B? Mamili lang po tayo. Ang sagot dyan is letter A. Bakit hindi po B? Before yan maging complaint record, dadaan ka po muna sa tinatawag natin na lalapit ka doon, yung pinaka-proseso. Punta ka sa station. The process is, pagpunta mo ng station, they will give you yung tinatawag natin na incident record form para ma-record natin ang isang crime or incident. Kapag finil-outan mo na sa tinatawag natin na IRF, ang duty po ngayon ni desk officer is to know if si crime or incident po ba ay totoo at nangyari. At yan ibibigay niya kay COP. Trabaho din ni COP na tignan, alamin if that incident or crime is real. By means of what? Tanungin mo yung mga barangay tanod na mga nandun, totoo bang nangyari to? So kapag nalaman nila totoo po, saka pa lang siya i-forward or ilalagay sa tinatawag nating police blotter logbook. So, next. An investigator is preparing an affidavit. Which part should contain the numbered claims? So ano po kayo yung sagot natin dito? Na-explain ko sa inyo kanina, pinakita ko sa inyo kanina yung parts ng affidavit. Saan daw po na parte ng affidavit kung saan makikita natin yung tinatawag na claims? Ano ba yung claims? In another term, ito yung mga salaysay mo. Ito yung mga sinasabi mong nangyari. That is the claims. So, alin po kaya yan, John? Is it the A, statement of truth, B, commencement, C, individual averments, or D, attestation? May sumasagot ng Charlie, may sumasagot ng Delta. Is it the attestation? Tandaan nyo, pag nabasa nyo yung attestation, it means testify. Saan ka nag-testify? Ito yung patunay mo na nag-testify ka. Matik mali si Delta. Hindi yan attestation. So, is it the statement of truth? Yan po ba yung sagot? Mali. Part ba yan ng parts ng affidavit? Mamili ka lang. Commencement or individual averment? So, ang sagot po natin ay individual averment. Why? Si commencement po, yan po yung part kung saan makikita nyo ang alin? Ang information ni affiant. So, susunod po. Mr. Cook, a complainant, no longer wants to continue a case against Miss Lisa. What document should be executed? Is it A, desistance, B, complaint, C, witness, or D, arrest? Ayaw na daw magkaso or mag-continue ng kaso ni Mr. Cook kay Miss Lisa. Ano kaya po ang ating sagot? So, kanina na-explain ko sa inyo what is desistance. Ano naman ngayon si affidavit of complaint? You are stating na ikaw po ay nagrereklamo dahil may isang taong sa palagay mo ay may ginawa na labag sa batas against sa'yo. That's affidavit of complaint. Sinumpaang salaysay. Then affidavit of witness, ginawa yan ni witness stating their claims, kung ano ang kanilang mga nakita. Then arrest, arresting officer po yan. Automatically, the answer to this is letter A. So, next, Patrolman De Vera, an arresting officer, must describe the facts surrounding the arrest of Miss Sarah. Which document should be completed? Is it A, desistance, B, complaint, C, witness, or Delta, arrest? May nakikita kong sumasagot ng witness. May nakikita rin po akong sumasagot ng Delta. Ano po ba talaga ang sagot nyo? Hati. Ano po ba si witness? Ano po ba si arrest? Bakit tayo nalito? Ang sabi natin dito, balikan nyo po yung tanong. Ang tawag na po natin sa mga PO1 natin ngayon is patrolman. Si Patrolman De Vera, yung arresting officer, siya daw ang umaresto, ay kinakailangan niyang i-describe yung mga pangyayari during the arrest of Miss Sarah. So ano yung document na kailangan niyang kumpletuhin? Witness ba or arrest? Is Patrolman De Vera considered as witness? Hindi po, because of the fact na siya yung arresting officer. So, ang sagot po natin dito ay automatically affidavit of arrest. Susunod po dyan is, while making a blotter entry, Patrolman Di Madugaan notices a spelling mistake. What should the officer do? Is it A, draw a line and initial correction properly? B, erase word and rewrite entry completely? Or C, remove page and replace immediately therewith? Or Delta, ignore error and continue writing normally? So, bakit hindi Delta ang sagot dito? Siguro nai-imagine nyo na kapag ako, for example, si Patrolman Di Madugaan is, nakita ko nang may mali dun sa ating blotter entry, yung nilalagay natin sa blotter logbook. Kapag hindi ko pinalitan yung alam kong mali na, pwede akong kasuhan administratively and criminally. So mali na agad si Delta. Bakit hindi kaya Charlie ang sagot? Pwede ba tayo magtanggal ng page doon? Pwede ba nating i-replace yung page itself? No! Lahat po ng page ng ating blotter logbook is my page number. Anong reason ba't hindi natin pwede na lang punitin yung buong page? It's because kapag may tinanggal ka dyan, ibig sabihin, sa pananaw ng batas, meron kang pinagtatakpan or meron kang ayaw malaman ng iba. Bakit hindi rin bravo? Sa tingin nyo kaya ang sagot? Dito kasi ang sabi, burahin mo daw yung word. At hindi naman specifically sinabi kung paano mo siya buburahin. And ito pa yung pinakamalala. I-rewrite mo daw yung buong entry. Ibig sabihin, ulitin mong isulat yung buo mong nilagay. So, automatically, pwede ba yun? Bawal po. So, ang sagot po dyan ay alpha. Magdodraw tayo ng line doon sa pinaka-word na mali. For example is, ito po. Lagyan mo ng linya sa gitna. And may kulang ng konti. Lagyan mo ng initial or the date kung kailan nyo po ginawa yung correction. Para malaman ng mga makakabasa na hindi po basta-basta lamang binura yung word na yon. At kilala nila kung sino ang nagbura for accountability. Susunod po dyan, Patrolman de Vera, an arresting officer. Sorry, medyo naulit po pala. Move na po tayo. An investigator finishes gathering facts from a crime scene. What type of report should he prepare? Is it A, incident report, B, arrest report, C, progress report, or D, spot report? Mix yung mga sagot natin. May sumasagot ng Delta, may sumasagot ng Charlie. So, balikan nga po natin. An investigator finishes gathering data from a crime scene. What type of report should he prepare? Ang sagot po natin dito, may sumasagot din ng alpha, is delta. Bakit delta na po ang sagot? Tanggalin mo na si incident report. Why? That is a general term. In-specifically tinatanong sa atin dito, ano ang gagawin ni investigator kapag natapos siyang mag-gather ng facts from the crime scene itself. So, ibig sabihin, this falls under the investigative reports. 4 lang yun. Spot, progress, final, after operation po. Tanggalin mo na si incident report. So, bakit hindi kaya Bravo? Wala tayo inaresto, tanggalin mo yan. Mili ka lang, Charlie or Delta? Is it spot or progress? Bakit naging Delta? Wala po tayong nilagay dito na sinasabi dyan na ongoing or additional information or additional gathered facts. Galing na po doon sa naunang report. Kung may nabasa po kayo dyan na progress or progreso ng kaso, additional facts, additional gathered facts or information, doon pa lang magpo-fall under kay progress. Pero kasi ang nilagay lang dito, gathering facts from a crime scene lamang. So spot report lang po tayo. Nangolekta ka lang daw ng facts from the crime scene. So spot report. Si spot report po, ito ay ginagawa natin within 24 hours na mga pangyayari within the jurisdiction of the police. And si spot report, sinasagot niya yung tinatawag natin the 5 Ws and 1 H para masabi natin na yung spot report na ginawa mo ay pasok sa standard. The next question is, a case is still being investigated. What report should the investigator prepare? Ayan na, may nalito. May nagsagot ng alpha, mas marami ang nagsasagot ng alpha, may nagsasagot din ng bravo. Balikan niyo po yung tanong. A case is still being investigated. What report should be the investigator prepare? Is still being daw. Ini-investigate pa rin po yung kaso. So, is it a spot? Kung sinabi po dyan na iimbestigahan pa lamang yung kaso, if the case will be investigated, that is a spot. Bago pa lamang po. Pero ang nakalagay dito or this statement is stated that is still being investigated. So ongoing yung investigation. So the answer to this is letter A. Majority of you are correct. Progress report na po yan. Gumagawa na tayo ng progreso doon sa kaso. Susunod, a police officer responds to a citizen report of a crime in progress. What report should be written? Ulitin ko. A police officer responds to a citizen report of a crime in progress. What report should be written? Is it A, crime incident report, B, arrest report, C, final report, or D, progress report? Uy, hindi sila nalito sa salitang progress. Hindi po porket nakabasa kayo ng word na progress sa statement, ang ibig sabihin na nun ay progreso nung kaso. No. Tignan niyo po kung paano ginamit yung word na progress. Ang sabi dyan, crime in progress. In Tagalog, meron daw nangyayaring krimen. So ano po yung written report na kailangang igawa or gawin ng ating mga kapulisan? Ang sagot po natin dyan ay ALPHA, Crime Incident Report. So next, a police investigator submits findings to a superior officer. What report is appropriate? Is it A, investigation report, B, crime incident report, C, arrest report, or D, progress report? So, majority of you are answering investigation report daw. Balikan nga po natin yung tanong. A police investigator submits findings. Key the term investigator submits findings to a superior officer. What report is appropriate? Crime incident ba? Baka kasi malito kayo, may sumasagot po ng Charlie, arrest report. Paano naging arrest report? Wala po tayong inaresto. So mali po si Charlie. Progress report, may sinabi po bang progreso? May sinabi po bang under investigation or continuing the investigation? Mali din si Delta. Mamili ka lang, Alpha, Bravo. Ang sagot po natin dito ay Alpha. Why? Hindi po natin tinanong kung ano yung general type ng report. And the word investigator is in the question. So, ibig sabihin, this is under the investigation or better known as investigative report. So, next, a case is still under investigation with new updates being added. O, ayan na, being added daw is still under investigation. What report applies? Is it a spot, final, after operation, or progress? Uy, madaming sumasagot ng Delta. Pero may nakikita akong sumasagot ng Charlie. May sumasagot ng Charlie after operation report. Why? Bakit Charlie ang sagot nyo? Gusto ko lang pong malaman. So, before we proceed in answering this question, ano ba si spot report? Sabi ko yun sa inyo kanina. This is conducted within 24 hours, stating the 5 Ws and 1 H. Simpleng information, the initial investigation of the crime itself. That is a spot report. Now, what is final report? Doon nyo na po makikita yung tinatawag natin na may in-depth investigation, thorough investigation, mabusising report, mabusising investigation na kinandak. At dyan, masasabi mo na kung ano yung buong pangyayari ng krimen. So, bakit hindi rin Charlie, oh my gosh, ano po ba yung after operation report? When you see after operation, ito ay kinakandak or ginagawa nating report kapag when the police is conducted the operation, the word successfully. The police conducted an operation successfully. Saka tayo gagawa ng after operation report. So, for you to understand yung pagkakasunod-sunod ng mga ito, unang-unang report na gagawin ng kapulisan once na meron silang natanggap na tawag na may krimen na nangyari is a spot report conducted within 24 hours. Now, right after that, na-submit natin si spot report stating na may isang babaeng pinatay sa ganitong lugar, ganitong oras, ganitong araw, spot report. Ngayon, what is progress report? Napag-alaman na natin kung sino ang pumatay kay Maria. For example, siya si Juan. Ngayon si Juan, para magawa natin si after operation report, nagbigay tayo ng warrant of arrest at nahuli natin successfully si Juan. Saka kagagawa ng after operation report. Kasi naging successful yung operation ng kapulisan natin. Yun po yung after operation ngayon. Tinasa kustodiya na si Juan at umamin siya nga ang pumatay kay Maria. Saka ka ngayon gagawa ng tinatawag natin na final report. So, ang sagot dito ay Delta. Bakit Delta? Key the word is still under investigation. Nasa investigation pa rin po tayo. Now, what if? Diba, nagpalabas ka na ng warrant of arrest, inisyu mo na yan. Hindi natin nahuli. Sa kasamaang palad nakatakas si Juan, yun po bang operation natin ay successful? Hindi. So anong gagawin mo ngayon if the operation is not successful? Progress report pa rin po. Progreso pa lamang ginagawa natin kasi hindi naging successful yung operation. So sana po, naintindihan natin kung ano ang difference ng apat na investigative report na yan. So, susunod. A report contains immediate facts after the crime occurs without full investigation. Uy, without full investigation daw. Wala pa daw kabuang investigasyon. Ang alam lang natin ay immediate facts. Oh my God, may sumasagot na naman ng after operation. What type is it? Is it A, spot report, B, final report, C, after operation report, or D, progress report? Karamihan ng sagot, sabi nyo, A daw. May sumasagot ng Charlie. Ano ba? So, ang sagot po natin dito ay letter A. Bakit po A? Balikan natin tanong. Gumawa ka daw ng report na ang nilalaman ay immediate facts lang. Sa apat na yan, alin po dyan ang may immediate investigation? Baka kasi mas kabisado niya yung term na immediate investigation. Ang sagot po ay spot report. Wala po tayong binanggit na operation. Wala po tayong binanggit na successful operation man lang din. So, hindi po Charlie. Ulitin ko, hindi Charlie ang sagot. Next question. A report contains complete findings, conclusion, and recommendation. Ano pong type ng report yon? Or investigative report? Is it A, spot, B, final, C, after operation, or D, progress pag may naman talaga sumagot pa ng after operation dyan? Ewan ko na laang. Mamimili lang tayo. Spot, final, after, progress. So, sabi dyan sa tanong, balikan nyo po yung tanong, himayin natin yung tanong. Yung report daw po na ginawa natin, ang nilalaman niya is conclusion. Nalaman mo na kung ano ang kabuang pangyayari because you conducted in-depth investigation. thorough investigation. Ibig sabihin, mabusisi. And nagsabi ka na ng possible recommendations. So, ano po kayang report yun? Ang sagot po dito ay bravo. Final report. Next question. A report focuses only on suspect arrest details, not investigation result. Malinaw na malinaw yung tanong. Ang nilalaman daw po niyan dito is yung pag-aresto at wala man lamang nakalagay na investigation. So, tanggalin mo si after, tanggalin mo si after operation because after operation is under the investigation or investigative report. Mili ka, is it crime, arrest, or incident? Automatically, mali si Bravo and si Delta. Why? Magkasama po yan. Crime and incident report. At automatically, hindi rin po yan ang sagot. Bakit? Ando na po yung keyword, arrest. Report regarding arrest. So, ang sagot po natin dito ay Charlie. Next question. A report is used mainly to identify training needs of police officers. Ulitin natin. A report is used mainly to identify training needs of police officers. Alin daw pong purpose ng report? Yung sinasabi dito na ina-identify natin yung mga training na kinakailangan ng ating mga kapulisan. Is it A, administrative purpose? B, judicial purpose? C, operational purpose? Or D, informational purpose? So the answer to this is letter A. Oh my God, iba-iba yung sagot niyo. The answer is letter A. Why? When you say judicial purpose, ang ibig sabihin lamang po nito is yung purpose ng report na ginawa natin ay para tulong sa legal proceeding. Gagamitin natin sa korte, for example, judicial purpose. Then when you say operational purpose is, hindi ito yung operation na akala nyo kasi nabasa nyo, training, automatic operation. No. For example, ginawa mo yung report for the purpose na meron kang operasyon na ipagagawa sa inyong mga kapulisan. What are those operations? Like buy bust, arrest, search. Yun po yung mga operation. That is operational purpose. Then informational purpose is the reason why you created such report. It's because you want to share informations to your kasamahan, to your either senior or yung mas mababa sa yung mga police. So, ang sagot po dito, administrative purpose. Why? Si admin ang gumagawa ng mga reports kapag merong mga trainings na kinakailangan. Next question is, a report is submitted to help prosecute offenders in court. Nabanggit ko to kanina. What function does it serve? Is it administrative, judicial, operational, or informational? And the answer to this is, tama po yung sagot nyo. Bravo. Why bravo? The term help to prosecute offenders in court. Ginamit natin yung report for legal purposes. Judicial po yun. So next, a report is created right after a disaster with loss of life and property. Ano po yung report na tinutukoy natin dito? Gumawa ka daw ng report kung saan right after itong mangyari ng isang disaster. At dahil sa disaster na yon, may mga nawalan ng buhay at nawalan ng mga pag-aari. Is it A, spot, B, final, C, after operation, or D, progress? Nalilito po ba tayo? May sumasagot ng after operation, may sumasagot ng bravo, final report, at may sumasagot ng alpha, spot report. Tandaan po natin, baka po kasi nalito kayo. Di ba baka naman kasi ang naging reasoning nyo ay, di ba after ng disaster, gumagawa tayo ng operation? Kaya ang sagot nyo after operation, no. Don't deviate from the question. Ang ibig ko lang pong gustong sabihin is, stick from the question. Kung ano ang nakalagay sa question, yun lang po ang isipin nyo. Huwag kayong mag-isip ng right after. Huwag mong i-justify. Just read the question, analyze the question. Ang sabi lang dyan, ito po ay report na ginawa right after a disaster. Ano ba yung report na ginagawa natin right after ng isang pangyayari? Hindi po ba spot report? Right after, ibig sabihin 24 hours. Nung nangyari yun, spot report po yan. Tandaan po natin, hindi porket sinabing spot report ay ibig lamang sabihin no, ang ilalagay lang natin is may namatay, may pinatay, may ni-rape, hindi po. Kasama din po dyan yung mga yan. Although sinabing may disaster, may nawalan ng buhay at ng property. So, ibig sabihin, sa spot report po kasi nakalagay dyan yung immediate investigation na mga pangyayari sa ating nasasakupan. If kayo ang kapulisan. So, spot report po sagot dito. Next. A report shows coordination between different police units during investigation. What type is it? Ulitin ko, a report shows coordination between different police units during investigation. What type is it? Is it spot? Is it final? Is it after? Is it progress? So, may sumasagot ng Charlie, after operation. May sumasagot din po ng Delta, progress report, at may nakita ko kaninang sumagot ng final report. So, matik, hindi yan spot. Why? Andun po tayo sa term na during investigation. Ano po ba yung ginagawa natin during investigation? Is it final progress? Mamili lang po kayo. May sumasagot ng progress. At may sumasagot pa rin talaga ng after operation report. Hallelujah. Tanggalin nyo na nga po muna yung sagot ng after operation report. Ano? Bakit hindi po yan? Wala namang sinabing operation. Wala namang sinabing successful operation. So, hindi po after operation report. Paki-note down po. After operation report, ito yung report na ginagawa natin right after a successful operation. Hindi tayo makaka-move on kay after operation report. So, ano po ba talaga yung sagot dito? Andun na tayo sa term, during investigation. Ang sagot po dyan ay tumataginting na delta, progress report. Because of the key term, during investigation. Baka kasi nalito kayo. Kasi may nilagay dito na coordination between different police units. Hindi naman po porket nilagay yon na nakipagtulungan tayo sa ibang unit, ibang sangay ng ating mga kapulisan, like the traffic division, like the K9 division. Hindi ibig sabihin nun ay final report. Final report is in-depth, thorough report. Then, delta po is progress. Next question. A report records police response to citizens' complaints and assistance requests. Anong report po yun? Ulitin ko, a report records police response to citizens' complaints and assistance requests. What is it? Is it A, crime or incident report, B, arrest report, C, final report, or D, spot report? May sumagot ng spot report. Baka nalilito lang tayo ng konti. So, let us analyze the question. Sabi dyan, ito daw yung klase ng report na ginagawa ng ating kapulisan kapag sila ay rumisponde sa mga complaints and assistance requests. So, ang sagot po natin dito ay alpha, a type of report. Crime or incident report. Why? Unang-una, bakit hindi Bravo? Wala tayong binanggit regarding ng arrest. Bakit hindi rin Charlie? Wala tayong binanggit tungkol sa tinatawag natin na tapos na yung investigation, we can sum up anong nangyari, the conclusion, recommendations. Hindi natin sinabi din dyan yung in-depth or thorough investigation. So, hindi Charlie. Bakit hindi rin po spot report? Because general yung tanong. Response to citizens' complaints and assistance requested. So, sana po maliwanag sa inyo yun. Crime or incident ang sagot natin dito. So next, I do believe wala po ito sa notes nyo. This is part of the toss. Kung naaalala niyo yung toss na pinakita ko kanina, balikan ko yon mamaya para ma-screenshot nyo. Ito po yung pangatlong toss natin kung saan nakasama dyan, what are the types of issues? Ano ba yung mga issues? Hindi issues ng mga reklamo, no? Hindi po. Issues like the administrative order, the memorandum circular, the memorandum order, and the special order. So sa TOS nyo, ang nakalagay doon is, ano po ba yung difference ng mga yan? Ano yung mga pinagkakaiba? And how are you going to apply this type of issues kapag kayo ay gagawa nung issues itself? So, please key the term na yung issue po na word na ginamit ko is hindi yung issue na, uy, alam niyo ba si Maria ka-date si Juan, hindi ganong issue po ito. No. Ang issue na tinutukoy natin is the simplest term or ibig sabihin ng issue kung saan meron kang binibigay na document. Yun yung ibig sabihin ng issue natin. So, ano po ba yung difference ng apat na yan? When you say administrative order, dito ka nagpe-prescribe ng general policies, rules, or regulations. Para ito ay ma-implement mo or you are interpreting the law itself. That is administrative order. Now, what is memorandum circular? Ito po yung tinatawag natin na you are disseminating informations. May gusto ka lang iparating. Or meron kang ini-interpret na existing law. So what is the difference, ma'am, ng memorandum circular at administrative order? Balikan niyo po isa. Yung isa kasi bago. Meron kang bagong batas na kailangan mong i-explain sa mga tao. That is administrative order. Pero kung meron ng existing, nandun na yung batas, hindi siya bago. Kailangan mo lang explain ulit, i-interpret ulit sa kanila, memorandum circular. Or you're providing operating guidelines. Paano ang gagawin nila sa mga operations? Memorandum circular. Then when you see memorandum order, meron kang specific na binibigay na direction, specific task, specific guidelines para sa isang particular administrative matter. Then when you say special order is, ikaw ay nagdadirect ng assignment. Ano po ba yung mga assignment? Ito yung mga gawain nila sa pang-araw-araw. Travel. Inutusan mo, kunyaring si Patrolman De Vera ay pumunta ng Mindanao. Special order. Movement. Ililipat ko po ng position from traffic division si De Vera papunta sa tinatawag nating warrant division. Nag-move yung position nila. Special order or status change. Nagbago yung estado or status ng mga officers mo. So, paki-screenshot po ito because this is not part of your initial notes in Tech 1 and 2 para may reference po kayo. This is under the TOS number 3 ng Tech 1 and 2 po. So let us proceed with the question and answer portion. A directive explains general policies and issues to implement a law. Basic yung tanong. Which issuance is most appropriate? Is it administrative order, memorandum circular, memorandum order, or special order? The answer is, tama po ang sagot nyo. Administrative order. So next question. A document is issued mainly to interpret laws and share operating guidelines. Which is most appropriate? O may nalilito na po. Is it administrative, memorandum circular, memorandum order, or special order? Tanggalin nyo na po sa special order. Wala tayong binanggit na may nilipat ka whatsoever. Mamili ka doon sa tatlo. Administrative, memorandum circular, or memorandum order. Ang sagot po natin dyan is may mga nalilito. Ang sagot natin dyan ay memorandum circular. Ano daw po yung document na ginagamit natin? Just mainly to interpret yung batas. At nag-share tayo ng operating guidelines. So, susunod po. A directive assigns a police officer to a new station assignment. May nilipat ka daw na officer sa bagong istasyon. Ano po yung issuance na most appropriate dito? Is it A, admin or administrative? B, memorandum circular? C, memorandum order? Or D, special order? May sumasagot ng Delta, may sumasagot ng Charlie. So, may mga nalilito ata. Balikan nga natin. Natatandaan ko naman po yung question. Wait lang. Ayan, balikan nyo. So, balikan na natin yung tanong. Naway na, naaalala pa natin? A directive assigns a police officer to a new station. Nag-assign ka daw sa new station. Ang sagot ay Delta. May nilipat ka. Is special order. Kasi kung sinabi mo lang na may specific task kang pinagawa, saka pa lang siya papasok ng memorandum order, nilipat mo siya eh. So, special order po ang sagot. Linawin ko lang ano. Special order, may nilipat ka para mas maliwanag yung explanation. Si Patrolman de la Cruz ng Cabanatuan City Police Station ay binigyan mo ng issue na siya po ay ililipat natin ngayon sa Mindanao Station. Nalipat siya ng istasyon. A special order. Next question. A directive gives instructions for a specific administrative task only. Specific administrative task only. Ano po yung applicable dito? O specific ha? Specific. Is it administrative? Memorandum circular? Memorandum order? Special order? May binanggit bang may nilipat? Wala. Tanggalin mo agad sa Delta. May binanggit bang interpretation of new law? Tanggalin mo si administrative order kasi wala namang sinabi. Ngayon, bakit hindi rin bravo ang sagot? May sinabi ba diyang guidelines? May sinabi ba diyang interpretation of law? Wala. So, ang sagot po natin dito ay Charlie. Memorandum order. Because of the keyword is specific administrative task only. So next question. A directive explains operating guidelines for implementing a law. Which issuance fits best? Ulitin ko. A directive explains operating guidelines for implementing a law. Which issuance fits best? May nalilito. Ala, bakit may sumasagot ng special order? So is it A, administrative order, B, memorandum circular, C, memorandum order, or delta, special order? Automatically, hindi delta. Wala po tayong nilipat. Wala tayong binigay din na specific task. So, hindi rin Charlie. So, mili ka, Alpha, Bravo. Ang sagot po ay Bravo. Because of the term operating guidelines for implementing a law. Next. A directive sets general rules to enforce a new law. O andun yung term, new law, bagong batas. Ano ang kailangan mong i-issue? Is it A, administrative order, B, memorandum circular, or C, memorandum order, or lastly D, a special order? Automatically, it is not a special order because hindi tayo naglipat ng tao. Wala din tayong specific task, hindi rin Charlie. Mili ka lang, Alpha or Bravo. So tama kaya ang mga sagot nila? Let us see. Ang sagot ay Alpha. Very good. Because of the term new. Andun yung word na new. New. Ngayon, what if palitan natin? Existing, yung nakalagay. Sige nga, sagutin nyo nga po. Existing yung key term. Tanggalin natin yung new. Anong sagot natin pag existing? Very good. Ang sagot ay memorandum circular kapag existing law ang kailangan nating bigyan ng issue. Susunod po. A directive provides interpretation of a new legal rule. Binago ko lang yung term. Baka pumalito kayo. Nabago lang yung term. There are chances na ganito yan. It's the same question but it is paraphrased. Gumamit tayo ng ibang terminologies. Kung kanina law, ngayon legal rules. But, may but. We're still using the same keyword na new. Is it A, administrative order? B, memorandum circular. C, memorandum order. Or D, special order. So, may sumasagot ng special order. Bibigyan ko talaga kayo ng special order. So, ano kaya ang sagot natin dyan? Matik, hindi delta. Hindi po special order. Why? We never moved. Wala naman sa statement na may nilipat tayo. Guys, gising-gising ng konti. I know it's evening now, but still, kailangan ang ating brain cells ay kumikibot-kibot pa rin. So, is it admin? Bakit hindi nga ba special order? Ulitin ko, wala po tayong nilipat. Wala din tayong special tasking, so hindi memorandum order ang sagot. Mili ka lang, administrative or memorandum circular. Kung mapapansin nyo, the choices are the same because gusto ko pong mapakita sa inyo ano yung mga iba't ibang ways on how are they going to ask you ano yung difference ng mga yan. New legal rule. When you say legal rule, it's still the same as the word law. Ang sagot ay ano? Memorandum. Sorry, nagkamali po ata tayo ng lagay. This is A. New legal rule po siya. Sorry po. Nagkamali po ako ng answer key. Ang sagot dito ay administrative order. Because new, but kapag existing, memorandum circular. So, ulitin ko, the answer to this is not B, it's letter A. Ayan. So, susunod na question. A directive assigns officer to attend a specific training activity. Ano kaya yung kailangan niyang i-issue? Is it A, administrative order, B, memorandum circular, or C, memorandum order, or D, special order? So, medyo nalilito tayo. Some of you are answering memorandum orders, and some of you are answering special order. I think you answered the special order for the reason that meron kang nabasang assign. Tama ba? Pero meron pa rin tayong nakaakibat na salita, nakadugtong na salita ang sabi is specific training activity. So malalaman natin ano kaya ang sagot dito. Is it memorandum order for a specific task? Or delta is special order because siya ay na-assign sa isang lugar? Ang sagot po natin dyan ay delta. So, tama po yung kalahati. Ang sagot po dito ay special order. Why? Because you assigned the officer to attend a specific training activity. So, next. A directive provides. When you say directive, ibig sabihin lamang po nitong word na to, utos. A directive provides specific instructions for one administrative task only. Which is correct. Ano po yung correct issue na ibibigay natin? Is it administrative, memorandum circular, memorandum order, or special order? So automatically, hindi si administrative and memorandum circular because wala tayong binasang new law, wala din tayo sinabing interpretation of existing law. So is it either of the two, memorandum order or special order? So hati pa rin ang sagot ng karamihan. So ang sagot po natin dito ay Charlie. Why? The term is specific instructions for one administrative task only. May specific kang inutos sa kanya, isa lamang. So, ang sagot po natin dito is Charlie. Hindi rin natin siya nilipat. So, I hope that's clear for you po. Susunod na question. The Office of COP, Chief of Police Dimagiba, creates a document explaining how officers should follow new procedure. Should follow new procedure. Papasok kaya to sa term na guidelines? So ano kaya ang sagot natin dito? Is it A, administrative order, B, memorandum circular, or C, memorandum order, or lastly, delta, special order? Automatically, tanggalin mo si Charlie and si delta. Why? Alam niyo na po yung rason, wala tayong nilipat, walang special task. Si COPD Magiba, kailangan niyang gumawa ng issue or ng document na ang nilalaman po is ini-explain niya sa kanyang mga officers kung paano nila susundin yung new procedure. So is it A or B? Hati ang sagot. Ang sagot po natin dito ay memorandum circular. Why? Guidelines po ang tinutukoy natin dito. I know, nalito kayo dito sa dahil merong binanggit na word na new. Pero tandaan nyo po, new law ang sinasabi lang natin kay administrative order. Linawin ko po, administrative order, new law, bagong batas. Hindi sinabing bagong proseso. So dito po, new procedure. Ano po ba yung another word ng procedure that is guidelines na papasok sa ibig sabihin ni memorandum circular? So susunod po, a police unit headed by COP Dimagiba wants to issue a document to assign his officer and change their duty post. Ano yung kailangan niyang i-create? Ulitin ko, sa isang police unit na pinamumunuan ni COP Dimagiba, gusto niyang mag-issue ng document na ang nilalaman po is to assign his officers and change their duty post. May gusto kang baguhin. Is it administrative? Is it memorandum circular? Or memorandum order or special order? Automatically, walang binanggit na bagong batas, tanggalin mo si administrative order. Walang sinabing guidelines, walang sinabing interpreting existing law, tanggalin mo si memorandum circular. Mili ka, memorandum order is special order. May sinabi bang specific task? May sinabi bang assign? So, ang sagot po natin dito is delta, is special order. Why? Because ang ginawa niyang document is you assign his officers and change their duty post. May binago ka, special order. May tinransfer ka, special order. So next, si COP Dimagiba ulit needs to create a document that explains new law implementation rules. Ano kailangan niyang gawin? Kailangan niya daw gumawa ng document na nag-i-explain kung ano yung bagong batas or new law implementation rules. So, is it administrative or memorandum circular? Mili ka lang sa dalawang yan, tanggalin mo na si memorandum order and special order. So, ang sagot po natin dito is letter A. Why? Explains new implementation rule. Bagong batas. So that's why ang sagot po natin ay administrative order. But if you're just going to explain a procedure, what if new procedure lang or new guidelines? Sige nga, ano pong sagot doon? Kapag new procedure or guidelines lang ginawa niya. Very good. Ang sagot po natin, memorandum circular, kapag kung papalitan natin si law ng procedure or guidelines. So you can see the difference of the two. Very good po. Next question. A police office must issue guidance explaining how to apply a new regulation. Ano po yung kailangan niyang or kailangan nilang gawin? Automatically, tanggalin mo na ulit si Charlie and Delta. Alpha and Bravo lang. Administrative order, memorandum circular. Yung office daw po ay kailangan mag-issue ng guidance. Kung saan, ine-explain dyan yung paano ba nila i-apply ang bagong regulation. Guidelines in short. Guidelines po. So, ang sagot ay memorandum circular. Baka kasi nalito kayo, ginoyo kayo, may nabasa po kaming new. Matik, pag new po kasi sa pagkakaalam ko, administrative order, no. Alamin nyo po kung paano ginamit yung word na new. So dito, ginamit siya dun sa word na new regulation. Mag-i-issue ka daw ng guidance kung paano siya gagawin. So in another term, pag sinum up ko, ang ibig sabihin nito, guidelines. So kaya po ang naging sagot natin ay memorandum circular. So next, COP Dimagiba needs to issue a document assigning his officers to attend a training. Assigning his officers to attend a training. Ano po yung kailangan niyang gawin? Tanggalin mo na agad si Alpha tsaka si Bravo. Mamili ka lang. Memorandum order or special order. The key term dito sa tanong na to or the keywords that you need to focus on is assign his officers to attend a training. So our answer here is Delta, is special order. Assign. The word assign to attend a training po. Pero kung sinabi natin na specific task, What if specific task yung nakalagay dyan? Ano kaya ang sagot? Specific task po. O may nalito ng konti. Pag specific task, o kunyari papalitan natin, siguro nalito kayo. Balikan natin. Assigning his officers to attend a training. Andun na yung unang word. Unang keyword mo, assign. And a training. A training lang po ang binanggit. General siya. Special order. But if ang nilagay natin dito is specific task, inassign mo yung officer mo sa isang specific task for administrative purposes, doon pa lang po papasok si memorandum order. Sana medyo hindi na kayo nalito sa part na yun. So let us proceed with the next question. A regional office or a regional police office needs to issue guidance to all stations explaining how to correctly apply a newly implemented law. What document should be created? Is it administrative or memorandum circular? Tanggalin mo na natin si memorandum order and special order. Mamimili lang tayo. Is it alpha or bravo? Tignan nating mabuti. Himayin nating mabuti yung question. Sabi dyan, ang isang regional police office ay kailangan daw niya mag-issue ng unang-unang word, guidance to all the station explaining paano daw po nila ia-apply yung newly implemented law. Ma'am, pinagsama yung dalawang keyword namin dun sa dalawang klase ng issue. Yung new, ma'am, tsaka yung guidance. Ano po ba yung sagot dito? So the answer to this question is memorandum circular. Why? Katulad po na nabanggit ko kanina, it doesn't mean to say na pag nabasa mo agad yung new implemented law, ang sagot na agad ay administrative order. No. Paano po ba nila ginamit si newly implemented law? Sabi dito, Tagalogin natin yung tanong para mas maintindihan nyo. Yung office daw po na yan, kailangan niyang gumawa ng issue para sa guidance. Ayun yung keyword, guidance sa lahat ng station kung paano po nila apply ng tama yung bagong batas. That's why ang naging sagot ay memorandum circular. Baka nalito kayo, oo, may newly implemented law, pero hindi naman sinabing interpretation. What if interpretation ang nilagay ko dyan? Anong sagot nyo? Sige nga po, baka medyo maliwanag na ng konti. Pag interpretation of newly implemented law. Palitan mo yung word na guidance. Kunyari, interpretation, tama yung sagot nyo. Ang sagot po ay administrative order if we use the word interpretation of the newly implemented law. But no, we didn't use that word. We used the word guidance. Guideline. Ang sagot na dito ay memorandum circular. I hope so po maliwanag. Hindi po porket nakabasa kayo ng salitang new, newly, ibig sabihin na po nun ay administrative order. So next question. A police commander transfer several officers from one station to another due to operational needs. Oh, andun ay keyword, key term, transfer. Assign is the same. The word transfer and assign is just the same. Meron daw nilipat si police commander na mga several police officers from one station to another dahil sa operational need. Automatically tanggalin mo tong dalawang to. Hindi po administrative order, hindi rin memorandum circular. Mamili ka lang. Charlie Delta. Memorandum order or special order. Medyo nalilito pa rin po tayo. So the answer to this is Delta. Bakit delta? Andun na po yung keyword, transfer. Andun yung keyword na transfer. May nilipat ka even if several officers. Ang sabi lang dyan, madami. Hindi mo sinabing lahat. Transfer several officers. Ang sagot po ay special order. Susunod, a station chief assigns a team to conduct a specific inspection task during a weekend operation. What issuance should be created? Automatically remove administrative order and memorandum circular. Just choose. Is it Charlie or Delta? I hope nakikita nyo na yung difference nung dalawa because magkasunod lang yung tanong. Oh, himayin natin yung tanong. Si station chief daw po ay hindi porket binasa mo yung word na assign, ayun na naman, nalito na naman kayo, ayun na naman yung word na assign, but may kadugtong siya. Ano yung kadugtong niya? Specific inspection task. So, ang sagot dito ay Charlie. O, baguhin nyo na yung sagot nyo para sa mga sumagot ng Delta. Charlie po ang sagot dito. Why? Ayun siya. Ayun yung keyword. Specific inspection task. Andun na yung specific, nandun pa yung word na task. Nalito ba kayo? Kasi, bago nyo po sagutin, uy, may nakita ka. Baka kasi ang ginagawa nyo is, uy, nakita ko yung word na assign. Pag-assign, ang sagot ko dito ay special order. Assign daw kasi eh. Hindi mo binasa yung kabuuan na nag-assign siya due to specific inspection task. Ando na po yung keyword. That's why memorandum order is specific task ang binigay sa kanila. Kaya Charlie ang naging sagot. So, ulitin ko, hindi porket nakabasa ka ng word na assign, automatically is special order. Ibig sabihin, no po. Basahin po natin mabuti yung tanong. So, in your board exam or even before that board exam, sa POA nyo pa lang po, before you answer, hindi ibig sabihin nakabasa ka ng newly. Nabasa ko newly, matik, administrative yun. Di mo binasa kung ano yung newly na ginamit niya. Saan niya ginamit yung newly na word. Huwag po tayong padalos-dalos. Basahin natin mabuti yung tanong. Kung kinakailangan mo yan para maintindihan mo, do it. Para po malaman nyo kung paano nila ginamit yung mga certain words. So, next question. After a new law is released, ayan na naman sila. Ayan na naman sila, may nabasa naman silang new law. Bago kayo sumagot, medyo himayin muna natin yung tanong. After a new law is released, officers in the field are confused about how to enforce it. The headquarters issues a document to clarify its meaning. The document, andun yung keyword. Si headquarter ay nag-issue ng document to clarify its meaning. So, anong gagawin mo? Automatically remove the two sa baba. Hindi na po yan ang sagot. Mili ka lang, Alpha Bravo. Is it tama kaya ang sagot na nilang memorandum circular? Ang sagot po dito ay Bravo, very good. Tama ang naging sagot nyo. Why? Hindi porket sinabi dito na new law, ayan na naman kasi, ma'am, new, may new. Ma'am, ano ba talaga? Hindi porket may new, ibig sabihin bago. Ang tinukoy niya dito, ginamit niya yung word na new law because, andun yung kadugtong, issues a document to clarify its meaning. It means you're interpreting the law itself. Okay po ba? That's why memorandum circular. Pero, kung ang nilagay lang dito, after a new law is released, nagbigay ka ng issue to interpret it, saka nyo palang isasagot si administrative order. I hope that's clear for you po. So next question. Due to manpower needs, a police unit assigns officers to newly duty station and change their assignments. What issuance is needed? Patik, tanggalin mo si Alpha and si Bravo. Mamimili lang tayo. Is it Charlie or Delta? Is it memorandum order or a special order? Balikan natin yung tanong. Nakikita ko nahahati ang ating mga sagot. Due to manpower needs. Ikaw daw po ay nag-assign ng officers to new duty station. Ma'am, may new, baka administrative order ito. Ma'am, word kasi new, I know. Hindi po. Malilito na naman sila. Hindi porket may new. Ano? Yun ay sagot. Ano kaya ang sagot dito? Is it memorandum order or a special order? So, ang sagot po natin dito ay delta. Why? Ayun may keyword. Assign to new duty station. May tinransfer ka. May nilipat ka. That's why the answer is a special order. But what if yung grupo na ito ay binigyan ko ng specific tasking? Saka palang a-apply yung sagot na memorandum order. I hope that's clear for you. Okay po, next question. A station issues a directive telling officers to complete a specific administrative report for a one-time task. One-time task. What should be created? So, is it A, administrative, B, memorandum circular, C, memorandum order, or D, special order? Automatically remove the 2 from the top. Wala na dyan yan. Mili lang tayo, is it Charlie or Delta? Balikan natin yung tanong. Directive daw sa kanyang mga officers na i-complete a specific, andun na, ito na, chance nyo na to, ginamit na ng tama, yung word na specific. Ano ba, saan ba magpo-fall under yung specific administrative report? Specific daw po, specific. Ibig sabihin, ano kaya yung sagot dito? Charlie. Paki-take down notes nyo nga din po. Just for you to see the difference. Kapag ikaw ay permanently nilagay doon, permanent ka, nilipat ka talaga, special order. Pero kung ito ay one time lamang, minsan lang, sa isang specific task, that is memorandum order. Specific task at one time lang, minsan lang. That is memorandum order. Kasi nagsama-sama na po yung key term natin na specific administrative report for a one-time task. So, clearly, the answer is memorandum order. Next, ayan, umahaba-haba na itanong natin. A national police headquarters issues a directive establishing uniform procedures for implementing a newly enacted law across all regions. The document contains general rules, enforcement standards, and policy direction. What issuance should be created? Automatically remove Charlie and Delta. Mali na po agad dyan. Mili lang tayo, is it Alpha or Bravo? Ayan na naman sila, may nabasa na namang newly enacted law. Paano kaya ginamit yung word na newly enacted law? Basahin nyo pong mabuti. Doon po kayo nalilito. So sabi dito, Tagalogin natin, or himayin natin yung tanong. si National Police Headquarters daw po ay nag-issue ng utos kung saan ini-establish na yung pagkaka-uniform. Pare-parehas, ibig sabihin, isahang proseso kung paano ini-implement ang newly enacted law. Yun tanong. So, ang sagot po dito ay alpha. Uy, karamihan tama. Congratulations. So, tumumpak yung pagkagamit nyo ng newly enacted law ngayon po. So, susunod po dyan is a police regional office must issue a document explaining how all stations should interpret and apply ambiguous provisions of a newly issued law. May newly na naman po. Ayun na naman po yung word na newly issued law. Ayan na naman, nalito na naman sila. But medyo meron ng clarity ng konti. Nakikita ko po yung inyong answers. May clarity na ng konti. This intends for guidance. Ayun na, guidance, not assignment or tasking, o not assignment or tasking daw. So remove memorandum order and special order. We're just going to choose, is it either administrative order or memorandum circular? It's just upon the two. So, what is it? Himayin natin yung tanong. Itong document po na ito ay ine-explain kung paano ng lahat ng istasyon ay i-interpret at i-apply ang malabong provisions or medyo general ang term ng isang newly issued law. Tumumpak na po kaya tayo? Ang sagot natin dito ay memorandum circular. Bakit po memorandum circular? For those na nalilito pa rin, ipagdidiinan ko po ulit. It doesn't mean na may nabasa kang newly issued law, administrative order. Ang nakasulat po or ang nakatanong po natin dito is ini-explain kung paano daw po all stations should interpret and apply ambiguous provisions. So, meron pang kadugtong. The intent is guidance. Ayun yung pinaka-keyword mo. Your intent is guidance or guideline in another word. So the answer to that is memorandum circular. So, thank you so much po for listening. But before we proceed, gusto ko lang linawin sa inyo na ito po kasi yung majority na ginagawa nyo. It's because, ay tinatamad akong basahin yung buong tanong. Haba nung tanong, wag po. Himayin niyo po yung tanong na dumating na dun sa point na sige, bilugan mo, linyahan mo, itagalog mo, para lamang po maintindihan nyo yung ibig sabihin. Bakit po? Katulad nito, ang binasa nyo lang ata ay hanggang dito. Hindi nyo na binasa yung baba, andoon yung pinaka-keyword. Andoon yung pinaka-tutulong sa inyo para masagot nyo po yung tanong ng maayos. So, uulitin ko. Don't rush on reading the questions. Hindi ibig sabihin nakabasa ka ng newly issued law, ang sagot ay administrative order. Katulad po ng kanina ko pang binabanggit, paano nila ginamit yung newly issued law? It's because they intend for guidance, for guidelines. Not because they want to interpret the whole law or the whole new law itself. They tend to guide. That's why naging bravo ang sagot. So, himayin niyo po yung tanong bago nyo po sagutan. Sayang din po ang puntos. Huwag nyo pong pairalin yung tinatawag natin na katamaran. Huwag po. Kasi sayang yung points nyo pag yun ang pinairal nyo. So once again, thank you so much po for listening. I am Mamon Sherry. As most of you know kung sino po ako. Then, pakitignan to. Basahin nyo to. Pakibasa nga to. Doon tayo sa pinakababa. Ayaw mo siyang gawin. I won't do it. At sinabi mo, hindi mo siya kayang gawin eh. Pero, gusto mo siyang gawin. At simulan mo sa tanong na, paano mo siya ngayon gagawin? Di subukan mo siyang gawin, I'll try to do it. Then kapag alam mo na kung paano siya gawin, masasabi mo sa sarili mong, I can do it. Then when you say, I can, then you will do it. Para pag ginawa mo na, masasabi mo sa sarili mong, yes, I did it. So I hope po, screenshot nyo to. In every day na naiisip nyo yung tinatamad ka, you're doubting yourself. Basahin mo lang yan. Asang ka dyan? Tanungin mo yung sarili mo ngayon. Asang step ka ngayon? Sana po ngayon nandito na tayo sa I can do it. Tell yourself, nothing is impossible po. Always believe in yourself. Because when you doubt yourself, sino magtitiwala sa'yo? Sino nang titingin sa'yo? Ang unang-unang star is yourself, not others. Huwag mo silang pakinggan. Pakinggan mo yung sarili mo. Always tell yourself that you can. And after you can, you will. Saka mo masasabi mo, ay, kaya ko pala siyang gawin. Never doubt. So, I hope po ay maliwanag sa inyo ito. Sana po ay marami po kayo natutunan. And yung promise ko pala kanina, balikan natin yung TOS para may screenshot nyo. Wait lang po, babalikan ko lang po. Mag-i-stop sharing muna ako para mabalikan natin.